Everything is going electronic these days in cars. Even the cars themselves, of course. Electric vehicles are more popular now than they ever have been before. And one of the features that has gone electric is the parking brake. Now, as someone from Yorkshire, I know all about parking brakes. You southerners in the flatlands down south know nothing about the mighty hills and mountains in the beautiful land of places like Yorkshire. Not Lancashire, though. That's not beautiful. Anyway, I shouldn't say that. My fiance's from Lancashire. Anyway, let's move on swiftly from that. Why are automakers doing this? Why are the car manufacturers doing this? Why are they switching from manual parking brakes to electric parking brakes? Why are they going woke? Why are they changing like this? Now, my car is a relatively new car, but it actually has a manual parking brake. And you know what? I like it. I like the feeling of being able to manually put the parking brake on. Same with a manual gearbox. I prefer it. I just do. Automatic gearboxes, they're easier for the most part, particularly on things like motorways, but again, around difficult terrain, around the north pretty much, automatics aren't as good. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people don't share that, but that is just my opinion. But why are they doing this? What is the benefits to it? And could we see an acceleration of this in the coming years? Let's have a look. More cars are switching from manual parking brakes, which use the traditional pull-up lever, to the electrical type requiring the touch of a button. Just a little pull on that button, and that puts the parking brake on. It's so easy. It's easy to the point where you think, have you really put the parking brake on? And yes, there is a report on this, an official report here in the UK from Car Gurus, the manual handbrake report for the end of 2024. This has been released every single year since 2018. I can't wait till the 2025 edition's out, guys. Very, very much anticipating that. And in their first year of doing this report in 2018, around 37% of new cars had manual parking brakes. The most recent report in 2024, that has now fallen to 8%. So more than 90% of new cars nowadays have electric parking brakes. If you get a new car nowadays with a manual parking brake, you are massively in the minority. But what is the benefit of this? Well, the EPB, as I'm going to say now, the electric parking brake, because that's easier to say. One of the main reasons why this is so easy is because, well, it's easy. One of the main reasons why this is popular is because it's easy. It doesn't require much strength. Now, for us, big, burly, strong dudes, pulling on a manual parking brake is no issue. For us, we can do it with one finger. No issue whatsoever. But for some people, older people, some smaller people, they might actually struggle to get the parking brake on all the way. Again, to mention my fiancée, Hannah, I love you. I really do. But I can tell she just struggles sometimes to get the parking brake on a car. Particularly on some very steep hills. That does happen. And, that's an issue. You want to be sure that it's on, and the EPB is way, way easier to put on. It's literally just a tiny little flap. Just flick, hold it, and it's on. No problems. It's very easy as well to think that you've got the parking brake to the highest setting, pulled all the way up. And at the end of the day, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's on the second to last. And also, pushing the button to get it off again on a big hill or whatever, can also be tough for people who are not quite as strong. The EPB, again, no problem. It's easy. Usually, you just have to find the biting point of the clutch if you're in a manual, or just start accelerating with an automatic. I suppose I never use one of those personally. Let me know in the comments below. Use an automatic, but not one with an electric parking brake. That's something I've not done. But yeah, I imagine that's something you'd have to do. So it's very easy again. So yeah, it's all about ease at the end of the day for a lot of people. But what do you think? Do you prefer the manual parking brake or the e-brake? I mean, for me personally, I love my car. I love everything about it. And I like the fact it's got a manual parking brake. I think that's actually just a bit safer for me personally. But I understand why there are some sections of society that might really struggle to pull that on or put it off. Simple as that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day wherever you're on the world today. See you very soon.